Alright, well, let's jump on in, see how this goes. I gotta say, in its favor, pretty solid graphics. Oh, it's early access still? Oh shit. Anyway, but yeah, I can always dig when a game puts actual care into a soundtrack. How long had it been? I don't know, we haven't really missed too much Raven. I broke my foot.
Carl Faubert, private detective, had just traveled thousands of kilometers from Montreal to reach this remote middle-of-nowhere area, situated near the far northern Lake Atamipek. Granted, this was a great distance to cover for a sole client, but word had it that he was a particularly wealthy one.
Oh my god. Detective that speaks to himself? I'm totally digging it. Okay, so apparently everything here is in Canada, so I can't say I'm too familiar. Let's turn this down a little bit. That's good. Got a rock. Let's see if we can break our way in there. Completely inappropriate. You shouldn't do this, but... And it wasn't even, okay, see, it was unlocked. They were welcoming us in. Nice, there's a map. Let's see. Brochure. Manistan, it will be good. Listen, dude, I think, yeah, because I didn't really get the film noir experience originally as a kid. Well, I mean, I got little bits of it, but, like, the defining film noir experience for me wasn't like seeing...
Hamilton never mentioned a road-blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it.
But I didn't get the Double Indemnity and Chinatown, those kind of movies, until a little bit later on in life. Like, my go-to experience for noir was Max Payne. Oh... And that was super tongue-in-cheek, but I fell in love with the old dreary narrative. This seems a little bit more upbeat, though. It seems like we're cracking jokes. And those are creepy-ass masks in that Firewatch tower. Alright, well, let's see what we got here mechanic-wise. Got a camera. I think there's a crafting sub-mechanic in this.
Carl had to drive a bit further north in order to meet with wealthy industrialist William Hamilton.
I guess this is the route we... Oh, there we go. So, wait, so that's blocked off. Are we gonna have to... Let's see. Rest stop, the forest should be behind us. Because the density... Oh, I see. The map actually shows us where we're looking. I guess we're hoofing it, friends. But, basically, my foot's pretty much 90% healed, I want to say, right now. The right foot, I still have some problems putting weight down on the arch. Probably because I keep
Hamilton was a prosperous owner who had acquired various businesses, as well as metal mines in this northern region.
I need to have a look inside the general store, blah, blah, blah. Vandals playing baseball with windows. This is what we were hired for? To see who's breaking windows? Good God. We're being
Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
Oh, this crafting. See how this goes. Now, can't say I'm too familiar with the native tribes up in Canada, other than the fact that they were treated like shit for, like, even now, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's an ongoing thing. I mean, you have dudes like, what's the prime minister up there? Trudeau. Trudeau can fucking hand wave and apologize as much as he wants, but I mean, the general populace, I'm sure, is...
Hamilton never mentioned a road-blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it.
break it?
The cutters made quick work of the chain.
When do we get those?
What better way to investigate vandals than to get into their shoes, Carl, the professional vandal, thought, reveling in the irony of the situation.
This is so charming. Alzheimer experience.
William Hamilton enjoyed a
He was a little
lavish
crazy.
country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
Kind of curious.
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man.
In these
Some
woods.
saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do
let's book it.
anything to further his fortunes. And
Drive off
those
the bridge.
ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against
No, I don't.
him.
The bridge was sealed. We couldn't drive off it even if we wanted to. I can go off road. Let's see. I can't go off road. Never mind. But there is actual shift. Look at this. We're actually shifting. It's kind of cute. It's a nice little touch. Snowing. Oh, that makes sense. We are up in the yonder north.
Carl was not made aware that winter would come early this year. The North made clear who was the boss up there.
Ooh, what's that? What's that?
Snow,
What's that? I wanna see
which
that.
didn't care much about the date when it felt like dumping his first load of the year.
Can I knock it out? It's like a car crash right there. Get out and
Carl's
look at it.
military training had made him a very punctual man. Being late to his meeting with Hamilton was out of the
they're
question.
not letting us out. Dude, there's like a crashed car right there. What if there's somebody dying in that wreck? Oh, Carl, please. Oh, we're gonna get into an accident here. Just watch. Anyway, hey, Biogrilla. Yeah, this truck has seen a lot of things. If this truck could
Hamilton had
talk-
recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people.
But yeah, if this car could talk, it'd be like, oh my god. Could I have hit that car? Oh, now I'm super curious. But yeah,
Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another.
alright, so we have like the landowner.
So far, only the
Well, not even
industrialist's
landed,
house
like the
had
dude
been a
that owns the
target,
town.
but soon enough, Carl thought,
Plot
the
line.
target would become the man himself.
I should probably keep my ass on the road here. I mean, I could. Ooh. You know, they didn't really. Kind of lacking physics. Like, we were able to brake perfectly. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going here. I just kind of want to check it out. Let's see. Let's see what goes is down this way. Oh, that's a house. Who did? You're just asking for a car through your front window. Putting it right at the bottom of the steep hill like that? Are you serious?
Carl was dying to stretch his legs, but he
Oh,
had to stay
baby.
focused on the task at hand.
But listen, Raven, when you get a truck like this, actually vehicles in general, what? Top of the sofa. You basically have that period when the car looks super new and it's really sweet, and then it's old, but I mean it still looks kind of fine. But like, that's when you really notice marks and
The truck
scuffs on
was
it.
running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
And then it reaches a certain point where it's like almost a heaping wreck. And then that's when, like, I think you can fully embrace... Oh, perfect. That's when you can fully embrace your beat-up piece of shit. Because then you start treating it like shit. You don't have to feel bad about it. Alright, let's get some gas in this baby.
The
guy.
pumps wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store. A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Do you hit the
A
T with
milkman
that?
had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Was this a fire? What the fuck is this? Why is this out here? Was homeboy just trying to take a dump and like somebody's like, no, you're not allowed, sir. You did not pay the dump tax. What? What is going on already? This might as well be Life is Strange. I hear a critter. Do we investigate? It's a wolf over there. Let's see, when he is stressed, Carl is less accurate. Oh, oh no, 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 this isn't good. Oh god, we're gonna get eaten.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating.
Whew.
There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
I'm not quite sure what I expect there. I still don't know what I'm expecting. What the?
Carl wondered what the hell could that thing be. It looked like a man fossilized in ice.
Is this StarCraft?
All of a sudden, Carl felt like he was pulled inside a world of dreams, a cold, unknown dimension. Somehow, self-control was slipping from his grasp.
Oh, shit. Was that like his ghost or something? Let's read his ghost journal.
To all appearances, this was a hunting log. Better yet, a war diary.
Yeah, black is an... I agree. Black is an awful color because it just shows every little thing. Let's see. Mysterious journal. The beast enjoys long slumbers. Its sanctuary seems impregnable. Ice is everywhere. I need to exercise patience and wait for it to come out, to think like a hunter. The beast often invades the settlements bordering the lake. It terrorizes the white people. They never see it coming, but they feel its presence. A cold dread grabbing at your innards. The beast excites the wolves, makes them more aggressive. One attacked me. I had to cut its throat. The blade digging into its flesh made the sound of a taut wire. The beast is getting closer to the villagers. It moves at night, bringing heavy snow and strong gusts of wind along with it. I tracked it to no avail. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I do know this. It is the work of the beast. Its attack curdles the blood of its victims. White men know nothing of this force of nature. I touched the ice imprisoning the white man. I saw things, but I do not understand them. It was as if past and present were one, or as if I was a spider and with my 8 eyes I could see backwards and forwards simultaneously. This beast, this creature, is not of this world. I must find this beast again and, if necessary, eliminate it. Huh. This game's already getting kind of weird. That's okay, though. What do you see, beast?
What could these engraved numbers mean?
Is that a vial or
A
something?
fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
739. What do you guys think the odds are that this is like a padlock or something? Godspeed, Hunter. Although we know how his story ends, unfortunately for him.
The vision slowly faded away, like an icicle melting in the palm of your hand. Carl, back in the real world, now knew who the icebound man was. Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager himself.
Pretty close, actually. Rested shit, dude. Alright, so we got our code. That's 739. Huh. Poor bastard. Well, let's use his code, break and enter, and... oh. See, because it looked like he had a shotgun. It didn't look like he had a crossbow, so I'm still kind of curious where this bolt came from, but... I guess we'll leave it at that. Now, is there more ghosts in here, or...?
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
Oh, we can start a fire. I'm not too sure why we want to do that quite yet, because it doesn't look like we have like a stamina
It was
meter.
so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Alright, so I guess we have a minimalist UI here. Yep, there it is. That's cool. I like that.
I'm going to take my other dog out, and then I'm good to go.
The place is a mess. Okay. What is this interaction now? Can't get over there. Good old sugar and caffeine. See, I'm kind of curious if this is like... if the ice is like a representation of our, you know, our keen intuition, or if like there is a supernatural aspect to this. Alright, I'm gonna have to walk around the counter to pick up those supplies. You know, I have yet to try a military ration.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Let's hold off on going out there just yet. Let's see, Mr. Lamoth. Here's a spark plug that you ordered for your Ski-Doo Olympic. The model is very popular, so it's difficult to find a new one quickly. Thank you for choosing Garage Pontvin Effie in Chiboulement. Truly, Gaeton Monfin. Oh, we got a spark plug. I think it's not good. I think we're getting colder and colder the longer this power is out, so we shouldn't dilly-dally too much. Let's see, northern Quebec's Klondike. Northern Quebec's economy is booming. The North Chibougamau area's population will soon reach 30,000 souls, among which thousands of happy families will be prospering thanks to the hard labor of their fathers, who will be contributing valiantly in expanding Quebec's national wealth. Mines and hydroelectricity, hunting and fishing! The true Canadian dream, turn it into your reality now. The mines, a sector in full expansion. Did you know that since 1960, Canada tripled the amount of resource royalties it collects? Did you know that the country's true source of richness is lying under your very feet at this very moment in the oil sands? The building of our schools and our hospitals depends on minerals, exploiting our resources. The road to our future. Thank you, big oil, big mining.
Whatever happened here, things got pretty rough, and not a trace of Hamilton.
Alright, I'll put this back in the generator.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Alright, we'll leave this main general store on. Let's go get this sucker started. Ah, there we go.
Carl was no electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
Tape and pliers. Now, where the hell are we gonna get that? Hey, where's the butter? Yeah, exactly what I need. Well, hopefully it's on the other side of this counter.
You don't leave ammunition out in the open like this. Was Gilles Lachance that careless?
Gilles Lechon. No tape yet, though. Oh, there we go. Nice. Now we just need a pair of pliers.
Finding a key is easy. Finding the right keyhole, not so much.
Was it 739? I think it was. Let's see, items. I think it's a special item, right? Ah. Yeah, it was 739. You can tell how used to classic cash registers I am. I thought Canadian money was a little bit funny, but it looks pretty standard.
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Hey, Maggie. Let's see, we got Louis Blanc, Wilfred Roy, Jean Blouy, Saul Marceau, Rosset Armand, Gégis Lemont, Ghislaine Pouillard, and Sylvie Bedard. We don't take it. I mean, the guy's dead. Well, he doesn't need it.
Gilles Lachance, Carl recollected, was the general store's manager. Should Hamilton not be available, he was the man to talk to. Or what if Hamilton had moved up his appointment with his physician?
Let's see. Well, I mean, we know that... Ooh, pumps. Oh, that's right. We don't have power yet. Okay. Clearly we need to move this because we had a prompt to do it. Otherwise I had no idea there was something up here. Okay, so we got a bottle of fuel, I guess? Like, in terms of crafting components, not like that we're gonna chug a bottle of ethanol. Oh. I still don't think we got the sufficient supplies, right? Yeah, we didn't get those pliers yet. Anyway, we should have the key for this. Splendid. Now we just need a tool, and then we'll be ready to go. And that's not it. That was it, though. Oh, who's a resourceful private eye? Let's go with private eye. Rolls off the tongue just a little bit better. Of course, I think that's pretty much. Honestly, I have no idea what half these symbols are. Maybe I should investigate, but for now, we got what we came for. Let's get that generator on. Oh my god! For a second, I thought that door was locked. Not sure why you'd want to start a fire. It's not like we're gonna plan on camping out here, but I still want to know what the hell this one was. It's that damn ghost wolf, dudes. It's got those magic spirit powers fueled by the hatred of natives. Hatred from the natives, not hatred of natives. Duh. It's cold enough that it actually will kill us if we stay out there too long. We did it. We did it. Oh, we can jump. Fancy that. Ah.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
So there was a reason to bother coming back here. Fancy that.
At long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point.
What do you guys think? I should go try and beat a wolf's face in, or what do we do with this sucker? Man, if we go after the wolves, I'm totally gonna get eaten though. But still, you know, I like that challenge. Let's see, we'll pop this sucker over.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Oh yes, the pump, that's right.
Everyone knew the stories of Donalda and Alexis, and everyone hated Séraphin Poudrier just the same. Even at the edge of the world, this was no exception.
Yeah, basically we follow the puppy paws. Anything?
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
But yeah, we follow the paws tracks out to the, to basically a spirit journey, and then we found some guy's corpse. Now, we got the pump on. Guess we're done here, right? Eh? I wonder, are we gonna bother even paying for our gas though? The dude's pretty dead. You know, actually, there's one more errand I want to do before we actually leave.
A milkman had to drive by every week to fill
We
the
just got a
bottle.
crowbar. We have a
The
melee.
fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Nope. Okay. My bad. Can we save right now? Must be near a heat source to save. This is a heat source, right? I kind of want to save real quick and then try and fight the wolves. What do you guys think? Is that worth doing? I think my bloodlust is saved, right? Saved. I think we want to go beat some wolves in. I know, Moggers, you want me to pet puppy paws, but I don't think that's going to happen this time around. It's so weird. Alright, boys and girls. Here come Claude Huggins, batting a nice... I don't know. What would a Huggins batting average be?
Scratches did not stop Carl. His mother would be so proud.
Oh my god. I put that dog in the dumpster. Now the better question is, did I benefit from that at all? Because otherwise I just took like 50% of my life bar for no reason. Oh, okay. So it's the gas station. So we go back across the river to the right. Honey Bunch, who's your cute little pet? Well, I guess there was some small benefit to this. Let's go, oh shit, there's that another wolf. I don't have any heals, do we? Okay, cool. We're ready to fight again. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You wanna fight?
Carl never thought he would be dancing with the wolves.
The other one's scared off? Perfect. And and they were just eating trash. Oh my god, I don't have like a thing to reach. Oh, did I waste my time entirely coming here? No, because there should have been something else over here. There we go. That's right. Then that map marked off another tent.
The flames won't grow without some help. Other materials were required.
Now, there should have been something a little bit north of it, I believe. Oh, big mining operation. Temperature stress. So there were puppy tracks right here, though. I do want to kind of check that out, but how do I get my crowbar up? There we go. What do you guys think so far? I think this game's pretty neat. Like, it's actually rewarding us for going off the beaten path, you know? Those totems over here? There it is. Yeah, look. Some native stuff. Another circle of masks.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
What was that? I have no idea what we just picked up. Apparently it was good for us, though. Alright, we do need to hurry, though, because we are going to freeze to death if we stay out here. Alright, so... I feel like we're cutting this close. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe we have enough time just... Oh, shit.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold. Carl felt his strength slipping away. His injuries were slowly killing him. He did not have much longer.
Damn it. I got bit. That dog bit me in the ass. Oh, and I used my health pack already. Shit. Well, let's hope the treasure map leads to something good, otherwise I think I might die out here by accident. I don't think getting shit-faced was probably the best idea, but... I mean, if we're gonna freeze to death, we might as well feel comfortable while we do it, right? Oh, thank God. Oh, we got so lucky. There's food in there, perfectly good food, and they threw that away.
Without a single window to brighten things up, the inside of the cabin was almost pitch black. Beware of close encounters of knee and furniture.
Please, God, please, let us find some first aid kit or something. Come on. Oh, thank God. We might just survive this. Wish we had a source of light here, but...
Solitaire, a card game only hermits can truly enjoy.
Ah, splendid.
Carl felt depressed at the thought of playing this.
Why? Something to spend your time doing, you know? You gotta kill time somehow, right? Otherwise you start to go stir crazy. You lose your shit. Wet?
Carl looked in amazement at all the food and fresh vegetables. And with these clothes out in the open, one could easily deduce this bunkhouse was used by lumberjacks. They had to be close by.
Do we start the fire, though? Well, first things first, before we keel over. Not bad. For some reason, we're not getting any warmer here. That's frustrating. Man, look at that, Moggers. Slayed all those wolves, and I am rewarded with health and heat. It's good to be Claude. Oh my god, I thought that was a dude for a second there. Alright, let's do our customary save. And continue our journey. I feel like we should try and investigate the treasure map. Where it actually is at this point, though, ooh boy. Let's see, first things first. Crowbar. We'll set that to our shortcut.
Carl, ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Ah, here we go. You know, I feel like we didn't really hit that river yet, unless we went over it already? No, because the map shows 2 sets of rivers. We definitely went over the first one, because that's where that big bridge was. We had to cross the river on the boat, or on the bridge or whatever. Wow, Moggers, that's lewd and rude. This wasn't it, right? It's another treasure map. That must have been it, right? Because if we go down here, we should see the tent. Yeah, I'm being a little concerned about our welfare here. Oh, we're nowhere near this. Okay, so... Actually, treasure I think should be somewhere around here, actually. Let's do a quick victory lap. Wait, this thing isn't even on the map, is it? It's not. Ooh. Oh, this is Lodge A. Okay, I see. A little bit problematic, because I'm wondering now if we, like, wasted our,
An axe. Not too shabby. Carl felt he needed to protect himself.
Hi. More wolf tracks. Those fuckers.
It was a typical shack, just like the ones you hear about in Quebecois legends. Local lumberjacks used it to rest and twice a day eat up their pea soup.
So we got a gun. We have an
Who
axe.
quits a game one step away from victory?
Man, we are set. We could fight a bear if we wanted to right now. We're doing our weight though. 76%. Not the greatest. Hopefully we're not in any danger of getting over encumbered.
What are you guys up to?
Being angry about cities.
Fucking dumbass cities?
People need to learn to fucking drive.
Yeah. It's probably the single worst thing about cities.
Let's see, the water... Should be a tent right next to the water, and then the river runs up. It's kind of a pain in the ass that we can't look at the map at the same time. Yeah, okay, see, because that map is not oriented... The treasure map isn't oriented the same way as our road map here.
Motherfucker.
Oh, let's go back to the general store. I don't want to get too off track here. We'll go down and get our car and see what we're doing next. I do think that there was a map in the general store, so maybe that might help us figure out where these treasure maps are. Things we can do once we get there. How's your grading? How's your grading going, Alonzo? How much longer you got? You got? Oh, dangerous? No, we're not dead. Cool. Like I said, though, I'm slightly regretting the starting the fire in cabin B now, but what can you do? Okay, see, there's that little bridge I mentioned earlier.
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
Yeah, fuck this. Let's not freeze to death, right? Just get back to the general store. We'll warm ourselves up and get back in the car. Try and progress this plot forward a little bit. Much better. I'm gonna get nice and toasty.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already. Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
That's quite the assumption. Wow, loggers, get out. That's hyper rude. You should feel bad about that one. Carton of cigarettes for $1.50. Holy moly. I think you could spend $1.50 to get one cigarette here in New York City. Oh, if only I had a gas can, we could take some gas with us. Really? I can't check my journal while I'm in here? Messed up. follow the road for now. I kind of wish I could check my journal, but I don't. Actually, wonder if maybe just. I have to get out of my car to do it. That's cool. That's a little sloppy game design, but. All right. So we didn't really figure out what to do with that dude. I guess we'll go check out the doctor's office. Okay, so we need to turn around and make a right when we can. Listen, those dogs were coming for me first. I just wanted to pet them. I basically did Liam Neeson, okay? In the gray. I still can't get over how well we control this car. Granted, I guess if you're driving around in this area, you probably have the right tires on and everything. Not like us, well, me keeping the summer tires on in the
Like
winter.
Claudia Ween.
Kona.
Big call out? What?
Kona?
Kona.
Yeah, it's like this mystery game.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Actually pretty quaint so far. Like, it's got some survival mechanics where you have to kind of like make fires once in a while and stuff, because it's cold as fuck out in Canada land, but it doesn't seem too obnoxious quite yet. Let's see, Dr. Dupuis' cottage. Also, thanks for ruining my immersion with these giant yellow fuckers. Okay, we're not freezing to death quite yet. Man, we got toys for days. Nice, 3 shots. Well, we're gonna maintain that ammo. I just want to get it nice and loaded and ready. Doesn't look like anything in there. Which is weird, because now I had this slight expectation that all outhouses would have something interesting to do. Little wood log cabin for his logs. Oh, so considerate of his family. Log family. Oh, look at this. Oh, he is a doctor. It makes sense that he'd be a big baller. Can't take the pliers with me though. Let's see. No medicinal marijuana. Let's go poke our noses out on the docks, and I think we'll head back up to the cabin, take a gander. Nothing here. A little silly. Now, what if I were to shoot my 3 or so shots into the lake, eh? Standing at the edge of the pier? What do you think would happen? Hint, hint. Next time you should try that in Resident Evil 4 if you haven't already. Oh, Deathwing. That's actually weird. I should be getting a little noise. CRL browser, did you fail me? Am I not logged into Twitch alerts? That would probably do it. I'm sure it doesn't help that. Let's see, connect. Da, 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 da.
Why?
Okay, good, that's working. Oh, we cannot get into Monsieur... Oh. His utility closet. Well, let's commit a federal offense. Let's...
There should be a law forbidding doctors from falling sick.
Medical emergency in town. The doctor there is sick. I'll be back soon, and if he dies, I won't be returning. I have to replace him.
In spite of Dr. Beaupre's goodwill, the place didn't look much like a physician's office. It could easily be mistaken for a sewing shop.
Where do we even begin, friends? How are you, Deathwing? Was there anybody with you? Oh, cool. Is this coffee or wine? Hey, nowhere. Easiest way to check these things is just touch the bottom. Yeah, it's coffee residue. Which means I'm A-okay to pour my coffee, my soda in there. So in case you're just getting in here, folks, we're doing a game called Kona. It's this first-person minimalist UI mystery game, I guess you would say. It seems to be rewarding our exploration thus far, which actually I think is really cool.
Only a great misfortune could have pushed a man like Dr. Beaupre to isolate himself from the world, far up north and buried in snow.
Oh, it's the death of his wife.
Only a great misfortune could have pushed a man like Dr. Beaupre to isolate himself from the world, far up north and buried in snow.
And we're gonna take his power bar. But yeah, not sure if there's supernatural elements quite yet, but why would we attach a wire to that?
Carl got the trembles as he imagined the excruciating pain that kind of scalpel could no doubt inflict. Within these miserable walls, patients probably felt more like in a slaughterhouse than in a doctor's office.
Ooh, an eye patch. Can we
For
wear
the
it?
one-eyed, or for other vision problems, the eye patch was the way to go.
Old history books, wine. Oh, that's a lot of wine. Hey, Summerall. Just for a moment, real quick. I love this. This is great.
Only a great misfortune could have pushed a man like Dr. Beaupre to isolate himself from the world,
right there.
far up north and
It's
buried
his
in
wife. Like,
snow.
it's not in your face like other games. It'd be like, oh, this must be the remains of Dr. Beaupre's wife. It must have driven it up here, because look at all these bottles. He's an alcoholic, because you couldn't put two and two together, because you're a gamer, and gamers are inherently stupid. It's an awful trait in storytelling in video games, and I'm glad that this game... Oh my god. Let's see, Croft will have an accident in the forest. What is that beeping noise? The blood's owner should not have gone far. Maybe he went directly into the grave. Jesus. Oh my god, Zephyr, I love Claude socks. Just in case you guys aren't aware, if you go to Hanes.com, put in coupon code Claude
Dr. Beaupre
Huggins.
had done his medical studies quite far from here. He was surely one of the first students out of the new campus to settle on the mountainside.
you'll get a pack of 3 socks. One of them is extra long. Use that one to pull a red hot chili pepper.
The injured could be recognized by the large stains of red, an informal nickname given to Merbromen, smudged all over their injuries.
Mercurochrome? That doesn't say Merberon, or whatever the hell Carl said.
Julia, the doctor's spouse, was equally pretty and faithful. A deep kindness radiated from her eyes.
Do you guys think that would be safe for Twitch?
Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling. But back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine.
But yeah, do you think I could pass off doing like a Vive stream wearing just like a pair of socks and a third sock on my extremity? Oh, this is a no-no. Let's see. I could never really catch her name. The men called her Lore. She had a throat injury, a lot of blood. The bullet caused a lot of damage. Even the cerebellum was hit. No hope. Cardiac arrest. The men found her like this. At least that's what they say, but in a small village, sometimes it's best to keep our eyes closed. They insist I don't get involved with the death certificate delivery. This whole story disgusts me. What the fuck is wrong with this town? 1 foot, 1 meter. 660 centimeters? I barely even filled this thing out. Man, this game would be a treat to go through if you were French, or trying to learn French. Let's see. No medical explanation whatsoever can explain why old Rosary is still alive. As we in the trade say, the only way to cure him is to kill him. Let's see. Sylvie Bidot. All of her symptoms point to the same root cause. She's pregnant, she refuses it, she denies it. I'm willing to bet her husband is not the father. Let's just hope it's not Everett Lockhart, though, or she'll have an illegitimate child and the syphilis on her hands. Gross.
To hell with patient confidentiality. Carl wouldn't be able to track down his client without unveiling secrets. Now he knew where to find Hamilton.
Let's see. 156. First Eron, Monastir No. Profession, big shot. Big boy, AB positive. Well, that was a gross disregard of doctor medical records and keeping secret and not looking at other people's medical records, blah 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 blah. I'm not sure if Canada has HIPAA or whatever their equivalent would be. Okay, we didn't get an item to actually go in here, right? Guess not. I'm kind of wondering if we should drop... No, because we need the crowbar, definitely. Man, this is quite a conundrum. You know, I actually have no idea where the hell that address is. God hoping we made a note. Alright, let's check our handy dandy map, see if we noted this thing off at all. Oh, we're going all the way out there. Huh?
Said you're a Moofy Moogle, dude.
I wish. Just fly around all day goofing off. So we went up to the right, so we're gonna go back to... Okay. can get away with putting the AC on a little bit. Let's, at least while we make this car ride up north. I think we passed the, there's the fork. Let's see if we can drift this thing. Drift King, baby. DK! Not quite. Boggers, do not make me pull this thing over. I will. Do we really have any tunes? What a bummer. Trying to figure out if that just to control my camera or is this it for our intrepid detective?
The track was fresh. That meant the car sunk down just a little while ago. Now where the hell could the passengers possibly have gone?
A boot.
Road turned into nothingness.
Oh shit.
Carl hated dead ends. Made him feel trapped. It seemed like the lake managed to completely swallow the road.
I'm kind of curious if, let me see if we can scavenge anything off the ground here. Let's see, the Ranger manual belongs to Wilfred Roy.
Someone must have dropped this in a hurry, but whoever did was heading into the woods. Carl's tracking instincts were quickly kicking in.
See, I still don't get what the hell that mechanic is. Like, I feel like we should be able to interact with the crystals, but maybe we just gotta kind of wander back and forth until we find, like, the big one where we start our spirit journey. Probably gonna be closer to the corpse. If there is a corpse. There probably is a corpse. Oh, no point leaving the car here. Oh, come on, baby. Really? They're gonna make us hoof it. What's up?
Go catch this oddish outside.
I mean, Oddish is a pretty cool guy.
Fuck it.
Good luck, friend. I hope he doesn't run away.
What?
What?
What did you say?
I said, good luck, friend. I hope he doesn't run away.
Oh, thanks.
Oddish, Oddish.
Same.
Goldine, Goldine. Use my lips, Ash. Goldine. This doesn't look natural.
Carl knew why he was suddenly shivering. He was going back to the realm of visions. Carl had no issue recognizing the spirit-like figures, but he couldn't figure out what they wanted from him. The phantom, freed of reality's shackles, vanished in the forest. Earlier, Carl had witnessed a tragedy that befell it.
What in God's name is going on? I feel so high right now.
Carl sensed that the cold was beating a retreat, as if he was moving away from some kind of center of gravity. The further Carl moved away from the ice block, the more his senses came back to him.
Only 2 frozen characters can be found. See, I don't know if that's like referencing that we saw. Oh, I have no idea now.
Carl sensed that the cold was beating a retreat, as if he was moving away from some kind of center of gravity.
So I would think that there would be another. I don't know, frozen body out here somewhere, but it seems like when we move away from the ice wall, we kind of lose the puzzle. And we don't have a clue like last time, like with the animal prints to, you know, figure out where we're going, so I guess we'll just investigate this a little bit further. Or I'll find something right here. Hello, nurse. Cute. Dude, that sounds like the best reward, getting a free fursuit. So I'm just not too sure how to proceed right here. Got this, he walks up, he becomes this. You guys don't have anything for me whatsoever. No tracks, nothing to go off of.
The further Carl moved away from the ice block, the more his senses came back to him.
That seems super important. I have no idea what the hell. Can only find 2 frozen corpses. I'm gonna have to assume that we just can't go here yet, since this says some locations can't be unlocked. See, now, I kind of, like, it's nice that they told us that, but, yeah, exactly, Margaret. It's like, what if it's just irrelevant? Like, it seems like a pretty big deal if we can't go to the next part of the plot. I mean, at the very least, you know what? You can turn the light on if you need to. Yakuza?
Someone must have dropped this in a hurry, but whoever did was heading into the woods. Carl's tracking instincts were quickly kicking in.
Didn't really happen. Anyway, let's go check out the house we passed. We'll leave it for now. We'll assume that it's just, you know, early access hogwash. Granted, I just might be a dummy in that there is an actual puzzle there that we can solve, but I'm not going to waste too much time on it since we do have other places we can go and check out. First things first, loot their mailbox. I would make the worst neighbor. Oh, you're not popular. You know, funny mentioning Yakuza, thank God Ben's not here, otherwise he would totally be giving me shit for not continuing too. Let's see if anybody in here that would give me shit. No, I think I'd be pretty safe. Oh, hi, user warning. Can't interact with that. Also, I guess it'd be spoilers to really talk about it, but I will reiterate though that Danganronpa is the best anime I've watched in a long time. Granted, to actually be able to watch 3, you'd have to play through the first 2 games, so it's a little bit of a downside for it.
A wintry atmosphere surrounded the house. The soundlessness of the area suggested it was empty. The swing was a harsh reminder for Carl that he was walking through a desert town. Where did everyone go?
Where did everyone go?
When finding a boot, one wonders what became of the foot.
This is the other boots in that trunk. Must have been this person. It was this person. The 7th of October, Marie. I met my grandparents in Manistan Nord with my mom and Mrs. Roy. My dad has gone with Mr. Roy to warn his cousin Giz. Mr. Roy said that the wild animals have become too aggressive to the point that it's dangerous. I think this is the monster, but I'm not afraid. You know I'm cool, like Jean Beliveau. If you come to see me, you should go back home. Okay, so apparently this monster is a thing. Can't even make poopies. What kind of game is this?
Well, looks like someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Over the last few days, the lack of resources forced the death investigation of Pierre Blas to come to a halt. The autopsy of the body conducted over the last few weeks didn't reveal any clue that could have helped the investigators, who refused to comment on what would have happened next. This new development is happening in the context of the hypothesis of an accident, which is still, in spite of skepticism expressed by the local population, the ongoing official cause of death provided by authorities. The incident is said to have occurred in the forest surrounding Lake Atamepec. Pierre Blas was found lifeless 2 weeks ago near a footpath leading to the soon-to-be restarted copper mine. Blay, an engineer by training who was working on behalf of the consortium headed by William Hamilton, was reportedly in charge of the development plans surrounding the reopening of the mine. At first, police had disclosed that the body had been desecrated. Today, the official version is that it was partly devoured by beasts, hence the original assumption that a crime had been committed. So, all is not well in the land of capitalism ho. What do you guys think? He got too greedy, or he had some moral issues with the reopening of the mine or something?
The key, which seemed to be meant for a padlock, bore an inscription reading Cloutier and Sons. A company name. Better keep an eye open. Businesses weren't exactly numerous around these parts. Money in a jar. What a shame.
My
Carl would have
favorite.
loved cookies.
Rice Crunchies.
Money in a jar. What a shame. Carl would have loved cookies.
Oh, we have an upstairs too. Joe Dassin? Not familiar with him. That sounds like a TV, staticky TV up here. Hockey card, Ted Harris. Yeah, it wouldn't be Canada without a hockey obsession. Let's see, the Canyons. Le Monster. Apparently that's it. Well, boys and girls, it seems like they're...
If the blankets suggested people woke up precipitously, Carl saw evidence of a disorderly escape. So what was it? A window left open in that weather? Perhaps something had to be watched. A window left open in that weather? Perhaps something had to be watched.
Fine, don't close it, dude. And there's that trading card down there, but I just can't reach it. Oh, good God. Louise's diary. I fear the worst for Alexander. He hardly gets any sleep. I thought it was the work, but it seems to be far worse than that. From dusk till dawn he stares into the void. He barely speaks to me. His son asked him to play the bowl and he didn't say a word, and that way he has to glance at the window. Last night I heard him mumble in his sleep. "He's coming," he murmured. I don't know why, but those words left a deep impression on me. He woke up shortly after, covered in sweat. He couldn't remember his dream, obviously. He didn't go back to sleep after that, chain-smoking the night away over the window. He told me to pack my things this morning. I wonder why. Does he himself know? We're waiting, but for what? I think I feel dread. So our boy had a psychic connection to the
General
beast.
untidiness,
Or he
objects
just knew in
scattered
general
about
that,
randomly.
something was coming.
Clearly, someone had to flee in a hurry. What could have caused such a fright?
See those damn wolves? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a wolf. How did it open that door? Yo, that looked spooky as shit for a second there. You guys aren't laughing at me right now, right? I'd be so upset.
Carl, like many of his contemporaries, felt like he had more trouble breathing when he wasn't smoking. Cigarette was his own personal breathing assistant.
Oh, come on, just let me take the damn steak game. What the hell did I pick up? Oh, beer bottle. I mean, they're not that heavy. Come on. There we go. Got the steak. We in there, boys. This kit is... Oh. It's a kit for drawing those designs. I see. Alright, so I have a key for the clitoris or something. I don't quite remember the name, but... Ah, that's... What are the odds are the keys for this door?
Carl's big fingers prevented him from reaching the key.
I guess we're just gonna have to find that business that that we got a key for. I don't know, Mogers. You could say the wolf was being very polite by closing that door and everything, but...
The swing was a harsh reminder for Carl that he was walking through a desert town. Where did everyone go?
He was still stealing food. It's not good. I don't see any indicators for the key we picked up. I mean, I guess we'll just go drive back around to the general store. A little bit of a pain in the ass here to try and navigate like this, but I guess we'll have to uncover this layer by layer. It's just the whole in beta thing makes early access beta kind of worries me a bit. Specifically, there's something right here. Oh no. I guess I'm just super worried that we're like being hard blocked by something, and I don't know it's a hard block. I'm wondering if actually we can go past that yellow wall. Because they might have cock blocked us here as well. I mean, I guess we'll find out in a second, but I can't say I'm exactly, what's the word? Confident. Like I said, not exactly confident. See now, like, oh, did we get a key for something that's back there that where we can't go? Where do you go, honey bunch? Apparently our car can handle unpaved roads. Oh, don't tell me this just goes to the dude's dock. No, it doesn't. Okay, it's a whole new dock. Build a bridge if only we had a hammer. Are you serious, game? Come on. Well, we can't progress here because we don't have a hammer. Sweet. Let's see. Oh, I see. So our journal kind of gives us a B, C, D, E, F, G thing to go through. Let's see, so we completely failed to investigate Lachon's house. Alright, so I guess we got a little bit of driving ahead of us. Almost reminded me of Ethan Carter by the second, just because like there's this whole like, granted Ethan Carter was a big game but small in terms of cast, I guess you would say, but like you still have this like cast that's complicit in something, which kind of seems to be the case here. That was one more bridge, wasn't it? Well, not bridge, but a dock maybe? Let's go investigate. Now I know this was just like 20-30 feet from where I was before, but I figured it was worth double checking considering they put that gap in the road. And we got absolutely nothing out of it. Curious if there's more than just wolves in this game. Like if there's a reason to hold on to this gun because we have to shoot like the Wendigo. I fucking love the Wendigo. Right here, right now. Now start the arduous journey back to Le Beauchamp. Je suis dans rentrant de sa home. Is a mansion. La House de Grande. I mean, simply enough, I think we just look for the first gap in the road in our midst. Beta. What's good, sir? I didn't go too far, did I? No, I didn't go too far. Uh-oh. Smoking car in a ditch. And another burning arrow. It's not a smoking car. Interesting. It's so weird. Like, it's definitely gonna probably tie into the whole hunting the monster thing. What are all you crows doing out here? I guess if I saw that in IRL, I guess I'd be really worried about the person inside this place being alive. It's kind of like the corpse party going on right now. Oh, sweet Jesus. No comment, though. No comment from our hero. Okay, dude.
The air was freezing, right down to the bone.
You know, my only issue with Corpse Party was that it was a little unintuitive in certain sections of the game. Particularly, oh, you didn't do this thing, well, you're gonna get the bad ending in like 3 hours. Have fun, fucker.
The otherworldly ice had struck again. The woman's hopes and dreams were frozen in eternity. Something was hidden under the stairs. The man grabbed his rifle. Carl felt a sense of dread in him.
What did you do?
Perhaps their spousal relationship had been cooling down lately.
Oh, I see how
It seemed like
is.
secrecy was commonplace in this house.
Oh no, this is basically the entirety of the game, I think, at the moment.
The vision's veil was lifted, and he was back to reality. A reality in which Giselle, Jill's loving spouse, was motionless, frozen in ice.
Mother once told me when I met Gills that I hadn't picked the brightest bulb in the lot, and as the years fly by, I'm seeing the truth of her words. Always trust your mother's wisdom. That blackmailing scheme is a prime example of Gil's brightness. He's like a small dog. He thinks he's bigger than he actually is. He growls, generally thinking he's scary, but everyone knows that it can be pushed aside with just a little kick. He truly believes he can blackmail Hamilton, the big boss himself. It's gonna be a long time in hell before my poor Gills can manage to pull off such a feat. After all, Mr. Hamilton's rich, learned, and an influential man. Not only is that blackmailing idea bad to begin with, let's be honest, Gills is way out of his league, but Gills doesn't even know how he's gonna carry this out. I don't even think he ever would. He's just throwing random threats out loud in the kitchen. He says he'll do it eventually, but I know better. Successful blackmailing requires masterful cunning, and Gills is a master of nothing. He's a slave, and forever will be. I often look at that safe he keeps hidden in the fake wall in which he stores all these incriminating documents he intends to use. And I just can't come to grips with the sheer ridiculousness of the entire thing. It's true that Hamilton would have to find out the safe code first. The problem is that Gills himself can't remember the combination. To remember it, he has a trick up his sleeve. The first letter of his father's name, followed by 3 digits that I had to engrave on the back of his pendant. Who in the world can't remember 3 digits? Gills, obviously. Gills seems very agitated in his sleep, often hitting me inadvertently. I told him that this blackmailing thing would stress the hell out of him. That's the problem with imbeciles. Rough them up all you want, they still think they're the greatest geniuses humanity has ever known. Hamilton will discover the truth and we'll be done for. We'll have to move to Val d'Or and live alongside the winged minnows. I tremble while writing those lines. I can't believe I'm an accomplice to this tragedy. I didn't do anything. Why do I feel so guilty? Poor girl. Poor girl. Yeah, Moggers, that's exactly what I figured. Because this makes perfect sense now that there's only 2 frozen corpses to find. We're only going to get 2 pieces of the story for the rest of this game. So, yeah, this is basically the early access this far.
The pot was cold, and the stew inside wasn't cooked. It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste. Carl had seen that kind of safe before. With its double-layered security system blending letters and numbers, its code couldn't be broken by the common burglar. The general store, along with several more infrastructures in the area, had been acquired by wealthy industrialist William J. Hamilton.
What's the
Perhaps the
close
village
lower?
should be rechristened Hamiltown.
Well, we got our answer to the safe because, like it said, the code is the first letter of his dad's name, which, according to this, is Shez, or Shez, and then 739 because that's the numbers on the back of the pendant. So let's pop those numbers in and see what we got. Is that not right? Yeah, 739.
Moving. What a pleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box.
That's interesting, because I feel like that should have been the answer.
What a mess. Clearly, there was some major revamping work underway here. The place looked barely habitable. Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in. Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in. Beautiful portrait of Gilles and Giselle, bound together by the chains of conventional love.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any indicators.
A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days. A nice white coating would restore the
we'll
room to
double
its
check the note real
charm of
quick, 'cause
olden days.
we should have had the answer, right? Anti-clockwise. Do that. Whoops. Because it should have been the first name of his dad, and then his journal. Let's see. Da 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 da. I mean, that's it. The first letter of his father's name, followed by 3 digits engraved on the back of his pendant. Oh. Maybe it's Chez Lechon is like the grandpa. Let's try M for Marius. There is no M for Marius. I mean, yeah, Marius Lechon. I actually have no idea. Yeah, we don't have an L here. Like something's super wrong.
Moving. What a pleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box.
Oh. There we go. Weird, but... Alright, let's go through these incriminating documents. Let's see. William Hamilton is a scoundrel. Like Seraphin Poudre, he blackmails everyone in the village, starting with me. This document contains all the pieces of evidence proving that Hamilton bribed federal authorities as part of his acquisition of that damn mine. That he used henchmen to intimidate members of the local populace is unlikely to get the attention of Montreal's courthouses. However, if it would so happen that some ministers saw their palms greased up to the hilt, it would certainly be another story entirely. What a headline that would make. The English are all the same. We shall prevail. Un jour avec un auteur, on sait. Okay. Hamilton is not a scoundrel. He's a murderer. He acts like he has remorse, but I don't believe it. I think he will pay a high price for his crime. I don't really believe in Amerindians' magical powers, but I believe in their revenge. Amerindians' magical powers. So, magic native demons. Well, I guess unfortunately that's the demo. Oh, I guess that's the beta. Because if we only have 2 ice ghosts right now, that means there's 2 more to do that aren't included in the game yet. So I guess we'll leave it here. Well, this game is certainly pretty.
Can't tie my shoes, but I can fuck your bitch.
Say it to my face, fucker not online, see what happens.
I can love that video.
Let's see, let's just double check this real quick. Check out the wall.
Still playing Kona?
Yeah, I think I might be done now. Because I
The
think
game?
I mean, it's early access.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's go watch the ghost disappear into that wall, and we'll see how much, if there is more to this, or not. Don't sigh, friend.
So did you go to any of the North Korean propaganda websites?
I tried, they were all down by the time I clicked on.
I got to the food one, the like recipe one,
Oh god.
but only for a second before it exploded under the collective weight of 7 billion curious idiots, like myself.
Yeah. Let's not kid ourselves here. My Facebook is private, modders. I do not give that out. I'm sure if you people dug far enough, you'd be able to find it, but I do not freely advertise or accept people's requests on that. I like to put, as much as I blur the...
Right back.
What Pokemon is it?
No, I'm just gonna go say hi to Dan and Bunnelby, because we're playing Rocket League.
Echo moved to the chili list.
You bet there's pics of Claude not wearing pants on Facebook. Thinking, huh? I think I'm generally clothed in all pictures. Alright, well, let's watch our other ghosts go on the wall. See if the wall explodes, or if it just kind of cock blocks us in progress. The fan mail address is reverendclaudehuggins@gmail.com. Get in that wall.
Another phantom disappeared in the wilderness. Carl had seen what happened to it too.
So we have 2 more that aren't included in the game yet. Alright.
Numbness was giving way to awareness. The vision was wavering.
Alright, well... It's a bit of a bummer that we're getting cock-blocked like that. I'm so interested to see where this goes. Granted, there is a degree of free exploration in the game right now, but I don't think I particularly... not keen to jump into it as of right now.